We've got the Tennessee Volunteers traveling to Columbus
My
to take on the
favorite
Ohio
matchup.
State Buckeyes. Say again.
My favorite matchup of the weekend.
Yeah. This matchup is going to be absolutely
So
great. I'm
fire.
very excited. I think Indiana and even Notre Dame could be a good one too. Ohio State favored by 7.5 points at home in Columbus. Tell me what you think about this one.
So beforehand, when we were talking in text, when we were going to project our best 12 teams ranked 1 to 12, I had Tennessee above Ohio State, and
Wow.
the reason was
Can't knock you though.
they played Georgia.
Yeah.
Ohio State has not played anybody like Georgia this year. Not
Right.
saying because Oregon's goated, right? Boise State took them for everything they had. Penn State put up a good fight. Ohio State put up a really good fight,
Yeah.
but Georgia, right? Tennessee played Georgia and was like 17 to 34, wasn't it? Or
Yep.
something like that, something
34-17.
along
Yep.
the line. Right. Tennessee plays in the SEC. They're used to this crap, right?
Yep.
They're used to strong run game, run first offense. They're used to really good passing offense too. So they train their DBs to pick balls off. So, and the fact that Josh Heupel, uh, an national championship winning head coach, not as a head coach but as a player, against my Knowles, I'll admit that, with the Oklahoma Sooners. This guy knows offenses very well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a high football IQ. He's coached his Volunteers very well this season. I don't like Tennessee at all because, obviously we lost that 98 national championship. But nonetheless, the Vols have been kind of an underdog in the SEC all year, but they've been in the hunt. And I think they can get it done in the shoe. It's a hard place to play, but Michigan, has managed to beat them 4 years in a row. So with that being said, I think Tennessee might not have any problem. I think it might come within 3, like 3 to 7 points
Uh-huh.
margin. It's going to be close, but I think Tennessee can get it done because they're a strong SEC school.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they got something to prove, man. I think they got a chip on their shoulder. Nico's a great quarterback. Dylan Sampson at running back, man. If they feed him the ball early on, they could get a rhythm going. They could take it away.
Mm-hmm.
They
Dylan
could chip
Sampson
at it.
and Nico. Dylan
Dynamic duo.
Sampson. Right. I think those guys are really going to be kind of the deciding factors in this one if Tennessee is really going to want to have a shot again with being 7.5 point underdogs, and like you said, Tennessee facing some good matchups this year. Now let's not discount Ohio State, of course, playing
No,
Penn State.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And of course playing the best team in the nation in Oregon as well, the only undefeated team, the number 1 seed in this entire playoff dance. But so Ohio State's had some tests as well, but Tennessee facing their toughest matchup all year. Of course, the next best one was Georgia when they played them in Athens, and then they played Alabama in Knoxville as well. And then you look at the defense that they're
Knoxville
playing in
doesn't get
Ohio.
cold.
No, it does not. You look at the fact that Ohio State is the best defense in college football. They're first in yards and they're first in points, and they're going to prepare for Dylan Sampson to have a day, which Dylan Sampson, more times than not, does have a day with the Tennessee Volunteers. They run the ball 60% of the time, which is 11th in the country, and they run for 226 yards per game, which is 10th in the country as well. And Dylan Sampson will be playing on Sundays. He will be one of those bell cow
That's how
backs in
the
the
SEC
NFL.
does it.
Yep, 100%. And Dylan Sampson is going to be a major factor in this game. Will Ohio State be able to put 6, 7 in the box, 8 in the box if
Run
it's needed,
defense.
and basically ask Nico Iamaleava to win the game on his arm, to put the Tennessee Volunteers on his shoulders and go win this playoff football game for them? Because Ohio State is pissed about how they played against Michigan, okay?
Of course
They were
they are.
3+ touchdown favorites, or was it 20.5 points? Excuse me. So
Yes.
we'll just say they were 3 touchdown favorites. And they couldn't beat an unranked Michigan who
This
looks
poor
bad
O-line
in the middle of
management.
a quarterback dilemma with a first-year new head coach, with everything being in Ohio State's favor. I mean, we talked about it here on the show. It was very, very ugly. So Nico's going to have to step up, make some big-time plays at critical moments against this defense for Tennessee to have a chance at winning this game, because Tennessee only passes the football 40% of the time. That's the 10th lowest in the country. So they're telling you they don't want Nico airing it out. Even if he's able, which he's not necessarily the best at, Dylan Sampson is their bread and butter. And they're in the bottom third of the sport in sacks given up offensively as well. So Tennessee's up against some things in this game. I mean, let's not be confused about that as well. He says Ohio State wins 27-17. Emory, what's up, man?
I
They
like the
only
hot
talk.
take, man. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I think Ohio State will come away victorious as well. Emory, just a second, man. I'm actually going to be getting to NFL here in the second half of the show, but I want to answer
Love
that
the
comment
support.
as well. What's it called? And then you also have, Tennessee. They're very undisciplined. They're the third worst in the country in penalties with 8.5 penalties
Very
a
true.
game. So if you want to
Very
round it
true.
up to 9, essentially. But Tennessee's defense, like Ohio State's, is elite. They are top 10. Tennessee is in points and yards per game, yards per play, and third and fourth down conversion defensively as well. So it is definitely something that Tennessee has to their favor. Emory says, do y'all only talk college? If not, I'm a diehard Falcons fan, which is very frustrating at times. So what do y'all think about the quarterback change and sitting $100 million you gave guaranteed? I'm getting to that actually in the last topic of the show, as much as I hate to say. So if you can stick around, great. If not, make sure to catch me on the YouTube channel, man. I will be posting that Michael Penix starting over Kirk Cousins as a clip if you don't catch it live. I'm going to take Ohio State to win this one. I don't know to the tune of a score, but I think it's going to be another one where Ohio State wins from about, 3 to maybe 10 points. I think this could be a very defensive
It's gonna be
showdown.
a
I do
stiff.
like the offense of Ohio State better than Tennessee's because I don't necessarily trust Nico as much on the road against this defense, the best in the
I
country,
can
to be
understand.
able to pull out
I think my faith
this.
in the SEC and my faith in Georgia is what's biased me on this one.
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. If Tennessee comes away and wins this game, I'm not shocked because the entire country has gotten their chisel and stone out to take note of how Michigan beat Ohio State. And
Yep.
Tennessee's going to come for that exact same game plan. There's no question about it.